welcome to this week's Omsi 2 news. This week we have some information about the routes that will be featured in Yorkshire version 3, an update about the Skoda 26TR Trolleybus that was released last week, and more importantly where the new link is because the old one wasn't working. We also have some information about Eberlinsee version 3, which is in development, and finally a bit of news about the Man DLC pack by Helicon.de that was released on Steam last Tuesday. Let's get into it. So as you can see here, we have the Yorkshire Counties 3.0 route map. So this was posted on the Yorkshire Counties development Twitter page. So this obviously indicates that the add-on is nearing its release, and nonetheless here we have a comprehensive list of all the routes that will be featured. So as you can see, it's split into Yorkshire Terrier, First Bus, and then we have the AI buses as well. So basically you can see there's 3 different operators, although 2 of the operators actually have drivable routes. It looks like the trend that was present in Yorkshire version 1 and Yorkshire version 2 has been continued, where the routes are kind of the reverse of each other. So I think maybe it's not actually. Yeah, it does seem that the trend has mostly continued, albeit with the 8 and the 9 there's a bit of a difference. But basically the way it works is that the inbound and the outbound routes are denoted by different numbers rather than what is the custom of having them the same number. So for example, the 8 and the 9 is basically inbound and outbound, although they have a slightly different route. The 14 and the 15 are basically one route, just inbound and outbound. So hence why they're also the same colors as well. So as you can see there, we have about 4 normal routes that kind of go inbound and outbound. The First Bus one I think is also the coast hopper, but that may not be the case. We'll include that there, so that's 5. And then we also have the park and ride routes. We have park and ride 1, park and ride 2. We have the Ashbury University route, so the U44. This one was the one that there was a poll on the Twitter page about what people would like to see featured on it. And then we have 2 express routes, which is a nice addition because express routes do tend to be quite popular among some people. We have the X75 and the X76 as well. As you can see there, some of the areas that are from Yorkshire version 2 are still there, like Ashbury University, although probably they will be enhanced. We have also Addon, Windhaven, but then again there's new areas like Chancet Road, Eversham Town Centre, Stickenmore, Charter Road and Hillswick. Also to note is that it also indicates where the tramline runs. The tramline is obviously AI, but as you can see, it does tend to mirror the park and ride route 1 basically for the most part as well. And then we also have the Hully's AI route, but I think that's somewhere on the map, maybe not. So that is really what's going to be featured in Yorkshire version 3. It looks like a fairly expansive map. Seems to have a lot of variety, so there's definitely a lot to be explored. Nice that they have a long AI tram route rather than a short one, so perhaps even people may be able to drive it if they want. Obviously, it's not going to be a full drivable route, but like with Szczecin or with other maps that have AI tram lines, the possibility will be there. And it's, of course, something we probably will be doing on this channel as well. So that's really the news with Yorkshire version 3. The next thing we have is the Skoda 26TR. So this was actually released last week, but what happened was there was a mega link and the mega link didn't work. So basically the link to this is on the GMC Facebook group. There's a Yandex link there, but in order for you to actually access that link, you need to be a member of the Facebook group. But you know, once you apply, they'll add you in. So that's how you can get access to the Skoda 26TR. And here's a quick video showing you the interior exterior of the Skoda 26TR. So this is based off the Bulgarian versions of the Skoda 26TR, and it uses real sounds that were recorded from one of the buses in a city in Bulgaria. So, and it's also a Skoda Solaris as well. So yeah, here's a quick video of it. So as you can see there, it drives quite well. It's very similar to this, interior wise, the cab looks very similar to that of the Solaris PL pack, which is the Solaris pack with the Polish versions of the Solaris. And yeah, looks quite good, sounds quite good. It's also limited to 65 kilometers an hour, and this map here is Projectile Lublin 2013 for anyone that's wondering. You can watch the full video on the channel as well if you so wish. Then we also have some news about a new map that's in development, or this map's been in development for a while. So it's basically Eberlinsee Channel version 3. So Eberlinsee Channel version 2, or I think it's version 1 or something, has been out for quite a while. It's one of the first tram maps for Omsi 2, and it is being developed here once again. So what will be featured in this is a brand new tram line, although it's more like a train line, but it's kind of a mixture. So it's basically a light rail line. It's very similar to the one of Eberlinsee, for those of you who might be aware of that tram map. And will be featuring a tram line that runs to the airport. And it will also feature a tunnel. So as you can see, it looks quite nice. And it would be a nice addition to have yet another tram map for Omsi 2. And the level of detail also is quite superb as well. So this is also something else to look forward to and keep an eye out. Finally, on the 30th of March 2021, so coincidentally when the last Omsi 2 news video was published, the new Lion City Man pack was released, or the new Lions City pack was released. This was something that was anticipated for quite a while. It was on the Steam page since December, I think, and apparently it was meant to be released near the end of March, which it turned out it did in the end. So as you can see here, the thing is, the reviews tend to be mixed. So what I thought I'd do is quickly kind of just mention, basically from reading a few reviews on the Steam, what people are saying and what the verdict is, to help you guys determine if this is something you may wish to purchase. I think it's $17.95, which is a bit expensive for a bus pack, but this tends to seem to be the new price that Helicon sets their bus packs at, which is strange because their map packs tend to be quite well priced, because they're €25, which is generally cheaper. And it comes with more 4 buses, so it's kind of strange that the maps tend to seem to be on the lower price end of things, but then the bus packs seem to be on the higher price end of things. Nonetheless, as you can see here, it is. And basically what people were saying about it is that the model quality is quite good, and it's nice to have a new Lion City pack that was not a Satara. So people are getting fed up of the Satara. Someone was telling me that it's not it was one of those Mercedes packs that came out, it was basically not the Satara pack. They're saying, well, it's different, but at the same time, as you can see here, people are kind of getting fed up with the Satara, and there's a C2 pack in development. But nonetheless, those were kind of the main things people were saying in positive light about the DLC. That's a new bus, well modeled. However, some of the things that have led to it being a mixed review on Steam is the fact that people were saying that there's no difference between the ZF and the Void gearboxes. They drive the same, they sound the same, and therefore it's a bit of a gimmick. And there was also issues with the sounds, so people are saying it's a bit of an unfinished product, basically, and it's a bit rushed. Nonetheless, we will see if it gets updated in the future, but generally with Helicon, they do seem to not be able to be getting off to a great start with most of their DLCs, because now with Gran Turismo Lawn, with Saint Servan, with Bad Hugelsdorf, upon release, they always tend to be mixed, which is obviously not a great start. So yeah, it seems to be something that's on with the Iris Bus pack. So it seems to be something that's kind of a trend within the releases, because they always tend to be mixed. However, we don't, as it progresses and it updates, perhaps this will change. But that is really what the verdict is there. So that will also let you guys decide, help you guys decide if it's something you might want to consider. And the other thing to mention is also the timing is rather strange, or probably a bit unfortunate for the developers, because we also know the Newman Overhaul pack came out, the 2.2, and obviously there are different versions of the Lion City, but again, it's the V2.2 is a freeware pack, and it also has a similar enough modern Lion City, and that's, to be honest, the one I will stick to. But nonetheless, that is it. That's the Omsi 2 news for this week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Omsi 2 news content. They're every Tuesday generally. Join the Discord as well, where you get more notifications about the Omsi 2 news, and as well, give the video a thumbs up, comment, etc, etc. Yep, I'm speed talking now because it's the plugs. Okay, until next time.